after another to make you sick.
No, tell me more of what you see.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can't be all bad.
Nom Nom? Who's Nom Nom?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same
path... Did you say
lass
or ass?
For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
Oh, okay. I don't bring you along for your amusement, you know.
Oh, stop being such a baby. Are you always so quick to turn aside an ally? Got too many of them, do you? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Alright, are we done here?
Got something on you.
Actually, yeah, I'm kind of interested into hearing that. I'm kind of interested in hearing the answer to this one. So, what do you think of Sunry's verdict?
You did what was necessary. Sunry was guilty, as sad as that fact makes me. Justice had to be done. Doesn't matter that his victim was a Sith or that he was once a hero. I only wish that my old friend hadn't done it. But that's the thing about wishes. They don't come true. And now Sunry's dead, which is a shame. He was a good man, you know. Once. Well, I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches. Got something?
Okay. Oh, he can make healing kits. Cool. Never mind. Let's see. Do we have any others? She's kind of tight-lipped at the moment. Are we done with you, Karth?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Yeah, we're done with you, and I imagine Bastila is just the same.
How can I help?
Yep.
Then I suggest...
Okay, well, with that, we shall, I think, go back to Tatooine. Was it Tatooine? Anchorhead, Jawa Sand, yes, travel. Oh.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Kareth's vessel. My old mentor.
I guess Tatooine will have to wait.
Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Kareth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Don't let your lust for revenge cloud your judgment, Karth.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Yes. And this is a bit tough, and it looks like we're not getting a choice of everybody. Don't worry, I can get away from Admiral Karth's guards. Well, certainly I'm a fairly good choice, but Karth knows Saul the best. He can get us out of this. Admiral Karth will be watching the three of us very closely. One of the others is going to have to save us. I'm trying to remember this, trying to think ahead, and I only have a vague recollection of how this works out. I think Jolee might be our best choice with his droid powers, his droid destroying powers, But it would be nice to have a hacker. But our only hacker is the android, which I don't think would do very well. Oh boy. When was the last time I quick saved again? I'm gonna send Jolie.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we
Maybe Jolie could use the Force to affect their minds.
I don't think I could use my Force powers to convince a whole squadron of troopers to let me go free, but maybe I can use it to get them to take me to a separate cell. They'll probably only leave a single guard to watch over an old man
I remember
like me.
this now. Yeah.
I could use the Force to convince the guard to set me free. Then I could free the rest of you.
You're putting an awful lot of faith on your ability to alter minds, Jolie. I think we need a better plan.
I've learned a few things in my time, kid.
And actually, I think Mission is going to do it. I've had her do this before, and she did well. And we haven't used her for a while, so I'd like to. Mission can do it. No prison can hold her.
Maybe I can goad the guards into making a mistake. If I get them mad enough, they might put me in a separate cell to punish me. With them focusing so much on you three, I might be able to sneak out of my cell and come rescue the rest of you. It's a risk we have to take, Big Z. I can slice my way free of any security cell. Don't worry, I can pull this off.
If you make the Sith mad, they might just decide to kill you. Yes, it could
I
work.
won't let you down.
hold on. They're drag.
So, well, here we go.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found a young Twi'lek in the back. She's got quite the mouth on her. She swore at me and spit on my uniform. She tried to bite me through my armor, and you should hear what she said about my mother. Admiral Karth needs to teach her the proper respect for the Sith.
The Admiral doesn't have time to bother with some Twi'lek girl. Take her away to solitary confinement. I'll leave it up to you to teach her the proper respect for the Sith.
Okay, so
Karth,
there's our
It's been
friend.
far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Karth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
You're wasting your time, Saul. I'll never betray the Jedi.
You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
History? What are you talking about?
You mean... Oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
My loyalty is as true as Bastila's. What are you talking about? Don't torture me, I'll tell you everything you want to know. That really made my parts tingle unpleasantly.
It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
Don't hurt her, I beg you.
My pain is meaningless.
All right.
Tell him nothing.
I tire
Roger.
of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
Let's see. Alderaan. It's on Alderaan.
Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philosophers. There is no training academy there. You must think this is a game.
Indeed.
Very well. This is the price of your resistance. Enough! You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters.
You will pay for this crime, Saul, you and all the Sith.
More empty threats. We Sith prefer to let our actions speak for us. Perhaps that is why we are winning this war.
Probably.
Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
I was going to be fired out of a torpedo tube and caused to jam up your guns. I won't betray the... We have been sent to assassinate Lord Malak.
Do you take me for a fool? The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. I can take this all day.
Pain! Ah!
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
She's asked me to spank her harder than that. You are a sick and evil man, Saul Karath. This accomplishes nothing, Saul. We will never betray the Republic.
Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Karath had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
Yeah, I know which answer I want to choose. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you ever get tired of being so preachy? No one is without hope of redemption, Bastila.
Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing?
I know, it's hard to believe they're all gone. Maybe Admiral Karth was lying. I don't think he was, but I'll say that.
I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Brooke, Tsar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Where is Solkarath now?
Saul mentioned that Lord Malik was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
I'm sorry, Bastilla. Watching you suffer tore me apart.
I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you did the right thing. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your